I'm Steve Shamraz. Here are your TMJ4 News headlines. Milwaukee in the spotlight this week. Amid a pandemic and without the pageantry, the Democratic National Convention is now underway. Democratic Chairman Tom Perez says Wisconsin will see two leaders this week with two very different visions and two different approaches to the pandemic.
We need a uniter in chief. We need a healer in chief. We don't need a tweeter in chief. We don't need a divider in chief. We need somebody who's up to the task, somebody with the competence, with the experience, with the moral compass to get the job done, to address the three pandemics of our coronavirus, our economic meltdown, and our civil rights pandemic, and that's Joe Biden.
Hundreds of law enforcement agencies were supposed to be at the convention. Now only a few local agencies are pitching in. The acting Milwaukee Police Chief Michael Brunson explains the mission is still the same.
Our number one goal is to maintain safety in our city, to have a safe event, to allow citizens to exercise their right to protest, but to do it in a safe manner.
Trump made good on his pledge to be in Wisconsin on the first day of the DNC. The president told a crowd of a couple hundred at the airport in Oshkosh he plans to deliver his acceptance speech next Thursday live from the White House on the final day of the GOP convention. More local news. The Red Cross is helping nearly a dozen people who've been displaced by a deadly high-rise apartment fire in Cudahy. Flames broke out at the Lakeshore Tower apartments early Sunday. A 56-year-old woman died. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. Now let's go to meteorologist Alicia Wilson for a check of the weather.
A great looking grilling forecast for this evening. We'll keep it partly cloudy and start out with those temperatures into the 80s, dropping down though into the upper 70s later on this evening. Around 8 o'clock we'll be at 74 with a mostly clear sky, still mostly clear, and 72 right around 10 o'clock. It'll be in the overnight that we start to see a few more clouds working their way into the area as the temperatures fall down into the 60s near the lakefront, some 50s farther inland. Now here's a look at some of your local stories of the day.